Ladies and gentlemen, it was a couple of days ago I saw an article on NYPD and it said 50 cops were positive. Now it is up to 98 cops in the NYPD that tested positive. Mm-mm-mm. So this came out on SILive.com, March 22nd, 2020. CV, 98 members of NYPD test positive, police commissioner says. NYPD Commissioner Dermot Chia said on Sunday that 98 members of NYPD has tested positive for CV. Chia relayed the number during a press conference alongside Mayor Bill de Blasio, adding that 70 of the total confirmed cases are uniformed NYPD officers. The other 28 are civilian members of the police department. The belief at this time, with very limited information, obviously, is that it's not necessarily contracted at work, Shia said. So they're saying they got it, but these cops might not have contracted it at work. 3 members of the NYPD are hospitalized, he added. In terms of testing, the numbers are going up because the testing in the entire city is going up. Yeah, that's why we're saying, don't be surprised if the number of infected people are at least at 1 million in the US. Don't be surprised. She has said of the increasing number of NYPD members affected. Former NYPD Borough Commissioner Ed Delatorre, who was Staten Island's top cop, was instrumental in battling the drug epidemic. De Blasio said that the number of confirmed CV cases and deaths continue to rise in New York City, and it's at 10,593, which are in Staten Island, and 63, I believe it's up to 70 citywide that are dead. There have been at least 6 deaths on Staten Island. A spokeswoman for Staten Island University Hospital said 21 patients were being treated for CV at the Ocean Breeze location, and 12 patients were being treated at the Prince Bay location as of Saturday night. Richmond University Medical Center in West Brighton reported its first 2 deaths on Saturday. The number of patients treated at the hospital increased from 11 to 16 from Friday to Saturday, including 4 patients placed in the intensive care unit. Wow. 2 deaths on Staten Island were a man and a woman, both in their 80s, according to sources. Information about patients who have died is not made public by healthcare providers under federal health privacy laws. Both hospitals on Staten Island are aiming to maximize their capacity ahead of the potential surge in hospitalization, which is going on in New York. They said it is just going crazy at the hospitals from people that are feeling the symptoms of CV. De Blasio on Sunday said that New York City would begin organizing and pursuing production for vitally important ventilators and medical supplies amid widespread shortages in hospitals as a result of CV. Now, this is nationwide. They said there are not enough ventilators in the US. It doesn't matter what location you're in. They are very short on ventilators. And of course, the necessary supplies that they need so that they don't cross contaminate people that are hospitalized. The notion of this city being left in so many ways on its own during this crisis is deeply painful, de Blasio said, of the perceived lack of federal response aiding individual states. But we don't take it lying down, he said. We are going to fight for all the resources we deserve and need. So, ladies and gentlemen, like many police departments around this country, you can see the NYPD is definitely heavily impacted with 98 members that tested positive. And it's probably more than that because you don't know how long these officers were around each other in the first place. And anybody that they've been in contact with in the public more than likely have it too. So it's no telling how many people these 98 cops and civilians came in contact with other people in their own families and the public. 98 people can do a lot of damage. So, wow. You know, so now you got all of these members of the police department now have to be in isolation and get medical attention for CV. I'm not surprised, but testing is still a major problem in the country. And it's not just New York, there's a high number of people with CV in northern New Jersey that's close to New York. And it is just getting worse. I saw also before I came on to do this video that there were 2 deaths in South Carolina. And there are reports coming out that eventually the epicenter is going to shift from New York to Florida. So it's no telling how bad this thing is going to get. But right now, New York is, it is just unbelievable how fast this is spreading. And we are now in lockdown. And it's just like Italy, it is just exploding as people are in lockdown. And see, this is wrong. Why Trump should not be telling people it's not that many cases in the country. If you didn't test people, you don't know that. And now, in my opinion, he's left looking like a fool. Look at all of these cases coming up. Didn't he say, oh, it's only 15 cases and we'll have 0 by next week? Yeah, well, by next week, it's exploding. And he now looks like a fool, trying to say it's not that much CV in the country, and there's a lot of it. You just didn't test anybody. But y'all, please tell me what you think about these 98 positive NYPD officers. I'm sure it's more than the 98. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.